Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Looking to the end zone for the win! Oh my gosh, one of the great games you'll ever see.
The competition is back, and the UEFA Women's Champions League looks set to be bigger and better than ever before.
It's their time, a night to remember.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by that prize guy.
What if you couldn't feel pain?
Hey, there we go.
Good as new.
You're a superhero.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
We need a hostage.
Sherry. You gotta be careful, dude.
Last chance. Tell me where she is.
You're not Wolverine.
I just want to save Sherry. I'm not going to stop.
Please stay alive.
I will stay alive, I promise.
Novocaine in cinemas March 28.
Hello, darlings. Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website. Relax, web upgrades, I own them. Better design, e-commerce, and smart AI. Now you're fit for the future. I scoot off now. Your digital partner, Ionos.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by that prize guy. The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
This is the moment the world has been waiting for. The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready. The fight starts now! Let's go.
How do you like it? On the show, so aggressive, so focused. It all comes down to this. Press conference live on DAZN.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Fight Week in Altrincham. Last weekend, it was the turn of George Kambosos Jr., who secured victory in Sydney, Australia, as he continued on his journey toward becoming a two-weight world champion. And on Friday night this week, live on DAZN, it's another very important moment in a fighter's journey. The beginning for amateur standout Olympian Patrick Bomber Brown to burst onto the scene when he makes his professional debut in the main event atop the latest instalment in Matchroom's Next Gen series.
I remember walking in when I was 7 years of age. I could smell the sweat and people were whacking their bags. I never left one to walk through the doors. It's been the dream ever since I've opened my eyes. Boxing is just my life. My fighting style will be aggressive, speed, power, the lot. I'm in the middle of the ring, ready to go whenever. I don't mind having a bit of a tear up, that's my guilty pleasure. Definitely a good coach behind me, which I have in Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, and obviously my dad. It's a massive dream for me to fight at Old Trafford. Being from Manchester as well, it'll be a great privilege to box there. Been here my whole life, but I'm old now. Who is Pat Brown? A lad from Manchester, born and bred.
Yes, Jamie Ward here alongside me, as always, former IBF World Middleweight Champion, Mr. Darren Barker, to bring you all the proceeds from our sofa format. We like these, Darren, don't we? The next-gen press conferences, I must say, disclaimer, landed from Sydney an hour ago, bit jet-lagged, bit sunburnt. So
you have not stopped going on
some
about
slack.
You live in the dream.
Well, I am living the dream, but I just want everyone to know there's levels to the
They got no sun cream
in this game.
No sun cream. Over
Well, apparently you can burn through clouds.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, it's proof.
Well, yeah, I know now. Anyway, for next time, big show on Friday. Darren, we always say we love these next-gen cards because they offer you a little bit of everything, don't they? This is a massive moment for Pat Brown. It's not often when you turn professional that you end up headlining the card in the same breath in front of over 1,000 of your own supporters. You've sold 1,000 tickets out of your own hand in a build-up to this fight. In terms of pressure, how do you think Pat Brown will be feeling right now?
I don't think there's any pressure, really. I think it just shows how good he is and what he's done in the past, and he deserves this slot. And like you said, these are great opportunities for the young talent that are coming through to really showcase their abilities and really start to form a name and some noise around them. So yeah, really looking forward to this show. We've got a bit of everything.
And in terms of what you know about Pat,
don't blink.
No, but do you feel this can be a special moment for British boxing and the start of something very special?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, aside from his boxing ability, he's a great lad and somebody that you can get behind, and you know, he really feels like he's one of your own.
How much of that popularity, just finally before we go through the card and introduce the first group, is about, look, it's one thing being popular in this game from being exciting in the ring, but like you just said there, when you walk around Pat in this area, everyone knows him, he gives everyone so much of his time. He's almost too nice. I think he sets the standard of how nice you should be to people in this life. But how much do you think that is part of it? Because he's so popular, isn't he?
Well, look at somebody that come from this area, Ricky Hatton, and what he done. And he was just a man of the people. And Pat is certainly that. And I don't think it's going to be long until his popularity starts increasing. And with the way that he fights, the way that he impresses every time, yeah, it's going to be some journey.
Well, let's give you a little reminder of what is coming your way Friday night from Planet Ice here in Altrincham, 5:30 p.m. Before the bell is back. Opening the show will be Liam Taylor, who faces Jamie Stewart over 6 welterweight rounds, knowing victory very well may secure his mandatory shot against Conor the Wolf Walker for the British title at £147. Down the line, there's a swift return to action for Commonwealth Games silver medalist turned 2-0 pro, 2 knockouts. Taylor Bevan, who fights for the second time this year already after doubling his winning stats in January, and likewise after knockout victory on his professional debut in Manchester 6 weeks ago, Conor Tudsbury is back once again over 6 rounds. And we then cross to the live DAZN broadcast, 7 p.m. for all the action in that one for William Crawler. Eddie's called him the Mancunian Golovkin. No pressure, Will. Heading into Friday night, 6 weeks on from registering his 5th first-round stoppage win in just 7 fights. He meets Emmanuel Zion over 6 rounds. 11-0 Reece Farnhill then defends his English super middleweight title against 7-1 Mark Dickinson over 10 rounds. And in the chief support, here we go. Cannot wait for this. The grudge match. At the third time of asking, we're finally in fight week for Cameron Vong versus Jordan Flynn, who settled their long-lasting, long-standing rivalry in the ring over 10 rounds for the WBO European lightweight title. Get your popcorn ready for this section as well later on in the programme here at the press conference. And then, of course, in the main event, the professional debut of Pat Brown, who meets Federico Grandone in the cruiserweight division at the top of the bill. What a moment for the 25-year-old, and it's all live right here on DAZN. As I said, before the bell is back on Friday, 5:30 p.m. 3 fighters looking to make a claim on the show, Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels. Let's get them up to the stage for the first section of the press conference. Okay, group number one then, as is customary in this sofa format, Darren, we bring the fighters up in little groups to have a little bit of a preview of the weekend's action and a little bit of a chat as well. Taylor Bevan, Liam Taylor, Conor Tudsbury, welcome to the stage. Welcome to Fight Week. Liam, let me dive straight in with you. Now, I was speaking to Tom Dallas and the Matchroom guys behind the team, and they tell me this is a massive moment in your career because a win on Friday night locks in the shot at the British title for Conor Walker. No room for error, but why is that a pressure that you don't mind heading into Friday?
I mean, obviously the opportunity is there. It's been there a while. This now is a run out for me, but obviously there's a lot on the line, so I know on Friday I've got to perform for, like say, a bigger opportunity there to fight Conor.
And what is it that keeps you going? Is it opportunities like that? You're almost pro 14 years now. I mean, I was still fighting when you turned pro.
Do you know what? I look back and I think, I kept going because like I fought for the British title 5 years ago, you know, and then I fought obviously at Venetian for the EBU a couple of years ago, and it's just like domestically I've been around that for a long time, but it's always been my dream to win the British title. So even if I've only got 12 months left in the game, I want to win that British title, so I'm determined to do that.
Full focus, of course, on Friday. But just a quick word on Conor Walker. When it does come to it, why is he a man and why is he a fighter with a type of style that you believe, Liam, you can beat when you get the chance?
Well, I feel like he's obviously a better style to fight than obviously Harry Scarf was. He's a come-forward fighter who likes to tear up. You know, I don't mind it myself, so I feel like it's going to make for a great fight for the TV, for the audience, but someone that obviously I believe I can beat.
Well, big fight for you, Liam Taylor, this Friday. We wish you the very best of luck and hope you go on to secure that shot at Conor Walker later on in the year for the British title. A great time to be a welterweight, isn't it, right now, domestically and beyond. And another young fighter, Darren, we're looking forward to welcoming back this Friday is Taylor Bevan. 2 from 2 now, 2 knockouts. Taylor, in your honest reflections, how pleased are you with what you've been able to show us so far in a professional ring?
Yeah, I think I couldn't have asked for a better start to my professional career. I'm very grateful for Matchroom Boxing for getting me out so frequently and often. That's what I wanted, to stay active, and I'm looking to put on another solid performance on Friday night.
The monster, the beast. You've been a wrecking ball, but I want to talk about the team. You've got Welsh legend Colin Jones in your corner. How important have they been, one, to make that transition from the amateurs a lot easier, and obviously to keep you grounded when you're wrecking your opponents in the fashion you are?
Yeah, it's made the transition very easy for me because it's a team I'm familiar with. I'm used to doing all the same training that I used to do when I was leading up to the Commonwealth Games and before that as well. So I'm enjoying the training. The pros is a little bit different to what we're doing before, but it's all familiar faces around me and people that I trust, so I couldn't be in better hands.
I remember speaking to you, Taylor, just before you turned pro, and I asked you what you're most nervous about, and you said this part of, you know, the fight is the easy part. That's what you're used to. It's the media and everything that comes with being a professional. But this your third professional fight week now. What's becoming easier for you? What's making you feel more comfortable each time you're here now?
I think it's just experience doing the media stuff. You just get a little bit used to each time you do it, and yeah, I feel like I'm familiar with it now, and each fight week I'm feeling more and more comfortable.
Great stuff. Look forward to seeing you back in the ring on Friday, Taylor Bevan. And also this man on what is a big night for the gym with Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, of course, yourself, Conor in action, Pat Brown in the main event, and young Cameron Vong down there, who I think might have a little bit to say when he gets his opportunity up here on the stage later on in the programme. But for you, Conor, look, you only get one professional debut 6 weeks ago. You admitted in the ring after, look, the first round you felt nervous, but you settled down in that second round and found the shot.
Well, it wasn't really the first round. It was just heading towards the fight, into the fight. It was my debut, so I had a lot of people I wanted to make proud and put on a good performance. But once I was in that ring, I felt comfortable. I wanted a quick start. I got a quick start, and I wanted to get him out of there, got him out of there. Yeah. Well.
You were impressed, Darren?
Yeah, extremely impressed. I mean, there's a lot to like. They always say when a fighter's got that fire in their eyes. I don't mind it, you know, when you're going out there trying to destroy your opponents in the fashion you did. Not looking too far ahead, but what are the plans? If I was to give you a crystal ball and say this time next year, what would you have liked to have done in the sport of boxing?
Obviously be undefeated, get lots of experience in, and literally work my way up to be on that world level, top 10, and then work my way up to becoming #1 eventually. I'm not saying I'm going to do that in a year, but in good time, that'll happen.
And just finally, Conor, as I said, a big week for the gym. What's the energy been like throughout this whole training camp, knowing you're all going to be on this occasion together?
Yeah, the energy in the gym's been really good. Laughs and training hard, but laughing at the same time, and everyone's just pushing each other to do even better. And yeah, man, we're all looking forward to putting on a good show for everyone.
A free win accumulator,
of course, without a doubt.
Well, Conor, Liam and Taylor, we look forward to seeing you guys all in action on the Before the Bell section of the show this Friday from 5:30 p.m. Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels. And we are going to, I believe, just pose for a few photos at the front before we welcome Will Croller and Emmanuel Zion to the stage. But firstly, gents, I'm told we're just going to do a few photos. So thanks for speaking to us. Brief pause. Your Before the Bell compliment Friday night from Planet Ice in Altrincham. Connor Tudsbury, Liam Taylor, and Taylor Bevan as well. Important fights in all their respective journeys. As I said, for Liam Taylor, nose victory locks in that shot at Conor the Wolf Walker for the British welterweight title. Connor Tudsbury looks to move 2-0, and third fight for Taylor Bevan. Coming up next, a good domestic fight to look forward to. Have a look at this.
Is a sign of a quality fighter. The future looks very, very bright.
And opening the live DAZN broadcast on Friday night will be these two, William Crolla. I mean, when you talk about taking to the pro ranks, well, he's not done too badly, has he?
No, not bad at all. Taking it all in his stride.
7-0, 6 knockouts, 5 of which have come in the very first round. He meets Emmanuel Zion this Friday night in a fight that has been building nicely. Will, let's come to you first. I just said to Darren there about how well you've taken to life as a professional. On the back of everything you've been doing in the ring, 3 consecutive first-round knockouts now, talk to me about the self-belief that's flowing through your veins each time you get into these fight weeks, and more importantly, each time you step foot into that ring.
I've got massive self-belief and I've got massive confidence. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. If you're not confident, you're not going to do anything. And I've always believed I could do something in the sport. I had a big break away from it and I come back and I've given it my absolute everything, and that's why I'm reaping the rewards now. And I was here this time last year. I was on one of the Before the Bells. I'm a few pegs up that ladder now. I'm opening the broadcast. It's Friday night. It's going to be fireworks. I mean,
I'm going to miss you, by the way. Before the Bell.
Yeah, I've been doing all right on it as well.
Graduated.
But no, Friday night the fans are in for a proper treat. Our styles are going to proper gel, and I can't wait for it.
Are you surprising yourself at all? I know you said there's a lot of self-belief, but are you surprised after the fights in which you're destroying your opponents?
The last fight, yeah, man. I think the last fight was a much better win than, not that I got credit for, but it looked on paper because of the losing records. But the lads he's been in with, they've had 100 amateur bouts on the international, not just amateur fights, internationally during the WSB and stuff like that. And I didn't expect him to finger, but I knew straight away that he didn't fancy it once he felt the power, and then obviously dispatched him, but a little bit. But I know what I'm capable of, and I'm capable of much more than that.
This man here, then, sat next to you, Emmanuel Zion, never been stopped. What do you know about him and the challenge that's in front of you on Friday night?
No, he hasn't been stopped. I've watched him. He's got some nice skills. I think he won't mind me saying his 2 losses have come at super middleweight, I think, which he's probably got no business being there. He's down at his proper weight now. With me, I just don't feel like he would have been in there with someone like me. And Friday night, I'm looking to make another statement.
Well, Emmanuel, let's bring yourself in here for this press conference. Will Crolla, listen, Will Crolla's got the hype behind him. He's got the name as well, the Crolla name, which is steeped in history here in Manchester. What do you know about this challenge, and why is this a fight you're so up for?
Oh, I know too much. Because the reality is, I'm a fan of his brother. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Like I'm getting in with a Crolla. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to tell my kids, I'll be like, you know what? I fought a Crolla, you know? Do you know what I mean? And like for me, being here is, what's the word? I'm not lucky because I earned it, but being here is amazing because I remember being that kid that was sitting at home watching all the boxing and that, and now I'm here. Do you know what I mean? So I know enough about him. I'm not stupid. I do my homework, and I'm going to be honest with you, you lot are not paying me enough for this fight, considering how his knockouts have been going. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, 1-round knockouts in the last 3, like, it's looking dangerous. But luckily for me, I'm smart enough. I've got good defense, and as you'll see, I'm a hell of a puncher myself. So, like he said, our styles are going to gel, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I can easily see this fight getting stopped very quickly on either end. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. This is why I'm here.
Do you think the hype's real so far in Will Crolla?
I'll find out on Friday, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, on Friday, we'll see what the hype's really about. And I think it's difficult to gauge because the guys that he's fought so far, like, you know the old adage, like, oh, he's fighting cab drivers, yeah? he's taken a step up. I'm a train driver. Do you know what I mean? So he's fighting a train driver on Friday, but like we'll find out beyond that, because like as far as I'm concerned, I think I'm good enough to give anyone work. And if he can go in there and hang in with me, then he's the real deal. And you know what? Even if he can't hang up with me, he's still the real deal. Getting with me is kind of tough. I'm not going to lie. It's harder than it looks. You know what I mean? And especially at this weight, he mentioned my only losses come at higher weights, and it's go time now. You know.
You know yourself, a win here really ignites your career, gets it going. But you touched on the homework there. How do you win the fight?
Well, if I told you that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of studying and having like secret plans, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Look away, Will. Come on.
I'm gonna.
Block your ears.
I'll give you. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Do you know what it is? I've looked at him, and his style has a lot of similarities to mine. So like he switch hits a lot. He's got good power. He catches and counters a lot. And to be honest, it's just about, for me, this camp was about being fit, being fast, and being better than I've ever displayed. And more than anything, I'm going to be free. Because I think a lot of the times I kind of restrict myself to a certain style, and with him I've got to deal with what's in front of me as it comes. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully if I get this win and I get my name up there, I'll be deserving of my own picture up here, because I notice how I've been missed, you lot. I don't know who's responsible for that, but hopefully I'll get one of my pictures up here as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, if it's going to be a good night, it'll be fun.
Quick one to you, Will. What do you make of the energy up here on the stage?
He's a better speaker than me anyway. Don't bring someone like this again anyway. But no, I agree with what he just said then. I won't be surprised if this went earlier. I won't be surprised it went in the first. I think our style's going to gel, but I back my gun against anyone else's very confidently. So
likewise.
I can't wait to get in there.
Is it in your mind to maintain this record, Will, that you're on, this run that you're on at the moment? I mean, what's your brother saying? Does he tell you to do this, or is that just something that's within you when that bell rings?
No, it's not. It's not in my mind. I don't. Obviously, if I hurt you, I'm taking you out of there, but it's what gets my name in people's mouths. Winning on points, don't get your name in people's mouths. Knocking someone out does, and I've done it to my last 6, and Friday night I'll be looking to do it to my 7th.
Quick prediction, Emmanuel?
I reckon I'll stop him. I reckon he'll come in, get excited, catch a shot, and think, yep, this is it, and I'll catch him. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm an aggressive counter-puncher, so the more aggressive you are with me, the more you open up, the more likely you are to get chinned. So, depends on how he plays it, really.
William?
He said before that he had good defence. I don't think it's as good as he says, and I believe that'll be the difference. Friday night, I believe my defence is better. It looks like he hits hard, we both hit hard, but I believe more time, the better defence wins, and my defence will be better Friday night.
Okay, Will Crawler versus Emmanuel Zion opens up the live DAZN broadcast on Friday night. Gents, thanks very much. Looking forward to this one. We'll pause now for the first face-to-face of Fight Week. Don't mind that, Darren.
No, not at all.
Both speaking
Love
well.
the confidence. You need it in this game.
A new little challenge for Will Crawler as well. This is a moment in your career when you meet someone who speaks well, is also coming to fight, but a new mental obstacle just to deal with as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is all part and parcel of developing and moving up the ranks. And, you know, you hear experience all the time, and this is a new experience for Will.
Emmanuel just commenting on the size there of Will Crawler. 7 p.m. this one, live on DAZN. Big moment for Will Crawler, opening the live broadcast. Look forward to this one. We look forward to the next one as well. The first of 2 title fights on Friday's card. English title action coming up this week.
Want the English title next?
Okay, on Friday night, Reece Farnhill defends his English super middleweight championship against Mark Dickinson. Reece, let me come to you first as the champion, 11-0, undefeated. Mark coming off defeat, has bounced back since, but up at 168 pounds for him as well now. What is he up against, in your opinion, on Friday night?
I'm sure he knows. He's probably studied me, but he's in for a tough fight. You know, I can box, I can fight. I believe I can do it all, so I'm looking forward to it.
How proud a moment was that last time out winning the English title, and how desperate are you to keep hold of that title and push forward with your career?
Yeah, it was a good moment, especially as the lad I boxed, he beat me twice in amateurs, so it's good getting a win over him. And yeah, it means everything to hold on to it. and yeah, we're doing all I can to do that.
English title level currently, but for you, Reece, where do you believe this journey can go? Of course, starting with victory against a good fighter in Mark on Friday night.
You know, I'm not looking past this weekend, but I believe I can go to British level, top of British level, and yeah, just push on from there, see how far I can get.
Mark, let's bring you in. A new weight division, 168 pounds. You'd often spoken about that and feeling it was always on the horizon for you. When you look at what happened in Japan, as I say, you have bounced back since, but a new weight class and perhaps a new mindset for Mark Dickinson as well a little bit since defeat?
Yeah, I don't blame making middle for my loss in Japan. I've had a very good hard 10-round fight. I got hurt early and I came back, so it was boxes ticked for me there. And I've just got all sides set on Friday night now, you know. As he mentioned, I've got a tough fight, but he's got a tough fight as well, you know. I'm very versatile. I can box very different ways, and I just can't wait to show it Friday night.
What do you know about the champion? You're obviously in there with a guy similar sort of level as you as far as fights are concerned. What do you know about the champ?
Well, I think he mentioned, you know, he's a tough lad. He's game. He can box a bit as well, but I think tough, game, strong, high work rate, you know. So it'll be an entertaining fight, obviously with my style as well. I don't like to take a backward step, and I think we'll steal the show, to be honest.
And just your mentality. Jamie mentioned the fight there in Japan, and you said it as well. A lot of belief can come from a defeat, right? I'm sure you take plenty from that. Like you say, you tick boxes there. You prove that you have attributes that you can't teach, you can't buy.
Yeah, well, I think it goes without saying, I've definitely got a massive pair of balls, you know. Fucking round 2, as Sam will tell you after the fight, I fought with a cracked rib for the next 8 rounds, and I was biting on my gum shield to make sure I didn't go down, and I think I come back and the scores didn't reflect on it, but we had a very, very good fight out there, and I just can't wait to show what I can do at 168 now.
And through victory, Mark, pick up that English title. What would that mean to you, and where would this moment sit in your career so far?
It'll probably be the best moment of my career once I win it. You know, my dad's brothers, John Lewis and Travis, are both English champion, and I think it's only right I'd be the third to do it.
Quick predictions then. Reece, how do you see yourself retaining and taking that English title belt home against this man on Friday?
Just whatever way I need to do it, I'll just get the win.
For you, Mark?
Knockout.
So you can steal the show. How do you steal the show in your mind?
Knockout. KO.
Let's get a prediction from Darren Barker as well, make him feel nice and awkward up here on the stage.
I'm not going to give you one. I'm impartial. I'm a commentator.
Winding you up.
Go on, Darren.
I'm winding him up. I'm winding him up. We look forward to this one. Anyway, gents, English super middleweight title on the line on Friday night. Reece Farnhill against Mark Dickinson. We'll pause now for a face-off at the front of the stage. Cheers, gents.
I should have asked you what your prediction is, Jamie.
I would have said the same thing.
It's a really, really good fight. A good moment in the career, winning an English title. You're stepping up 10 rounds. For many, the first run on the ladder.
He's not short of self-belief, Mark Dickinson. Never has been since he turned professional, and I think he believes this is very much a coming out party for him. Reece Farnhill has ideas of his own, believes he belongs beyond this level. You know what's coming up next, Darren, don't you?
Ooh, get your popcorn ready.
Here we go.
Jordan Flynn for me is just a stepping stone.
If he thinks I'm a stepping stone, he's in trouble. They've made a big mistake. The hype is over, done, wasted, gone.
I know in my heart and my head how good I am, how skillful I am, and I believe in my ability, and he's going to regret ever coming near this fight. I want to be like one of the stars of the sport. Just can't wait to get my hands on.
I'll break this guy.
Okay, here we go. A fight that has been long in the making. We've had so many face-offs in the ring. I think we've lost count. Darren, you sat in the middle and did the sit-down face-off between these two, Jordan Flynn and Cameron Vong. We're finally here, guys, in Fight Week, and that is great to see. Jordan, let me come to you straight off the bat. How pleased are you? I mean, we've seen the videos. You've been over in America eating In-N-Out burger, saying you've not even been training. You've been eating what you want because you've moved up in weight, of course. But verbals aside, how pleased are you that we're finally here?
Yeah, I'm very happy that we're finally here. It's been a long time coming. 3rd time now. It's mad. I can't believe we're finally. I can't believe I'm actually seeing him sat here. It's crazy. Fight week, 2 days away, and yeah, can't wait.
Did you have any doubts that we would get to this point?
I had doubts. Yeah, I didn't think he's really going to make the weight. Are you going to make weight, Cameron?
I think that's what he was banking on, innit? Me not making weight, posting these old photos from holidays years ago, making this big thing that he's coming up in weight, but we're not silly, and probably through like my own cause and haven't made weight properly in the past, but I've done it properly this time.
What does that say there, Jordan, on the T-shirt?
Oh, justice for Gavin. This fight's all about justice for Gavin. We need to lock this little weasel up.
That, of course, a reference to the Gavin Gwynn fight.
Gwynn.
What do you mean by that?
Well, everyone see what happened with the Gavin Gwynn fight. Unfortunately, Cameron badly robbed him. He got beat up every single round, got gifted the win, and I wasn't actually going to take this fight, but Gavin rang me up after the fight, and he was like, he's running away. He's not rematching me. So I said, you know what, Gavin, I'll do this for you. They're offering me the fight. I'll give him a beating for you, and then let you clean up with him after.
How do you feel about this man?
He's just a weasel.
These grudge matches, they come with an element of pressure. You know, you do not want to lose to a bitter rival. What makes you believe you're more equipped than Cameron to deal with the pressure that Friday night brings?
Personally, I believe he's got a lot of pressure on him, not me. He's the one being hyped up to be the next big world champion. I'm a nobody, innit? You guys don't think I'm anything. I'm just a stepping stone to this guy. So there's a lot of pressure on him. He's been hyped up to be pound for pound great, sparring Shakur Stevenson, beating this guy, that guy. But he got beat in his last fight. He had a life and death with, what was his name?
Better than having a life and death with Kane Baker.
What was the guy's name?
Are you referring to Jeff Ofori?
Jeff Ofori, that's the guy, yeah. Yeah, with Jeff. So yeah, it's got to come to an end. He keeps conning the public, and I don't think it's on, really.
Can you deal with the pressure, Cameron, that he says is on your shoulders?
I believe I've beat better people than him in my previous 3 fights, to be honest.
Did you beat Gavin?
Yeah, anyone who's a boxing purist, who knows boxing.
Everyone's lying to him and telling him
Gordon
to beat
Flynn,
Gavin,
sure,
but if you check online, everyone will tell you that.
If you check online, BoxRec says W next to my name, UD, not SP, UD.
You got given the.
You had a life and death with Kane Baker, so
but I'm a nobody. This guy.
That's true.
He's a future pound for pound star. You know what I mean? And we've not really seen it yet, but I guess on Friday he's gonna have to show us.
He's laughed at the videos you put up of yourself on social media. He laughs at how you present yourself. What will you show him and the world on DAZN on Friday night, Jordan Flynn?
I'm just gonna have to get in there and just try. I mean, obviously he's levels and levels above me. We've seen him against Gwynn. He absolutely outclassed him. So yeah, he's gonna be looking to do the same with me. I think he's gonna be. Hopefully he doesn't try and steal a robbery again against me, and he comes to fight. Doesn't just tip tap and run away. Let's see what he does.
Cameron, what separates you two as fighters?
Just levels. He's just so cringe, it's unbelievable. I find it unbearable being around him, to be honest. But I'm looking forward. We're here now. The fight's been built. This is the third time. Third time Lucky's turned up, and I can't wait to just punch him square in the face on Friday.
How would you describe, I asked Jordan this question, so I'll ask you as well. How would you describe this man?
Unbearable, cringy, just a weird character. I don't really understand it, to be fair. Just really weird. Buys Instagram followers. He's just really weird guy, to be honest. But he's playing on this whole weight thing. I think 9 of his 12 fights have been at lightweight or above.
That was on the day when.
But he's a super feather, apparently.
Yeah, I'm super feather, yeah.
But he blocks shots with his face, so I'm looking forward to hitting a heavy bag on Friday night and embarrassing him.
Why, Cameron, can't you fathom the idea of losing, not just losing this fight, but losing to a long-term rival in Jordan Flynn on Friday?
If I lost to him, to be honest, you'd never see me again. I would retire. I'm going on holiday 2 days after Vietnam. I would not come back. I'd get all my money converted into Vietnamese dong, and I'd sit on a hammock, and you'd never see me again because I wouldn't be able to stomach it.
Yeah, I think you should be able to stop me within how many rounds? 3?
6. You're not going. It's not going past 6.
You want to have a bet on that? You bet you can stop me in 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Bro, 20 grand. Let's do it.
All right, mate.
20 grand. Let's do it.
All right. Just because your dad's got, sit yourself down, mate. Sit yourself down, mate. I get it. Your dad's got money.
You ain't gonna do shit, mate.
We'll see on Friday. I'm tired of this now. Do you know what I mean? We've built 2 fights, third time doing it. I just want to get in and have the fight now.
Will you do what Jordan said? Will you get rid of him in 4 or 5 rounds?
I think I can't see the fight going the distance. I'm not going to call around, but I tell you one thing: it definitely didn't go 10. I believe I'll get him out there inside the distance.
What's your version of events, Jordan Flynn? I guess same question to you as well. You've talked about believing the pressure's on Cameron. He says he's going to move away if he loses to you. What's at stake for you here on Friday?
I'll be moving away as well, to be honest. But with this guy, I don't see him coming to fight. I see him just trying to nick a robbery again. I think that's what he's going to do. So hopefully not. Let's see.
Okay. Little prediction, Cameron. Final word.
Like I said, the fight didn't go the distance. I believe I'll get him out there. It's going to be easy work, like a hot knife through butter.
What are the big questions here?
Like what Gavin did you mean?
This is
Gavin
fine
got dealt with
margins.
me. Mate,
Fine
that's what exactly.
Gavin's in there, mate. Gavin's in my pocket, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Well, looking forward to this one on Friday night. The rivalry.
Actually, no lie.
here we go.
Gavin is ringing me right now.
Okay. Answer it.
Yo, Gav. I'm here at the press conference, bro. I'll deal with this little weasel. I'll chat to you later. Cool.
I'm not sure if that was actually Gavin Gwynn. That could have been anybody. Was that actually Gavin Gwynn?
Gavin, yeah. It was actually Gavin.
That was. What did he say?
He said that this guy's a weasel. He said, get him out of there. I said, just relax, Gavin. Don't worry, it's coming.
Okay. I'm not sure if that
Actually,
was
I half
Gavin
feel
Gwynn, but
bad
I enjoyed
for
it.
him, you know.
I enjoyed it.
I half feel bad
Bit
for
of WWE antics going on here at the press conference. We don't mind it. It's show business after all. But the reality is, on Friday night, this long-standing rivalry will finally be put to bed as Jordan Flynn and Cameron Vong do battle for the WBO European lightweight title. These face-offs have been fun in the past. Best behaviour, gents. We're going to bring you to the front now for a face-off as well in the countdown to Friday's action. We've got the biggest security guards we could find, Darren. Thoughts?
Brilliant fight. So much on the line. Grudge match. Who's going to hold it together on the night?
Well, let's listen in.
Skinny now, dude.
You look straight in her. Don't touch us.
What are you gonna do?
I told you last time, boxer trying to touch
What
us.
you gonna do?
You'll catch a slap. I told you that.
You'll
last
get
time.
slapped back, man.
Yeah. But keep your hands to yourself, man.
Your breath stinks, man. Justice time for the whole boxing world and Gavin.
Okay, your chief support, Friday night, Cameron Vong versus Jordan Flynn. And coming up next, let's welcome Pat Brown to the stage for his first Fight Week press conference. Okay, well, your next-gen main event on Friday night from Planet Ice in Altrincham, live on DAZN. Federico Grandone and Pat Brown, the highly anticipated professional debut. Federico, let me come to you first. From Argentina, we've got your translator down there, Kieran, in the front row. Everyone's talking about Pat Brown. This is the big party, the big celebration. Why do you believe you can be the man to spoil the party on Friday night?
Sí, en primer lugar, bienvenido. Todo el mundo está hablando de que toda la atención, todo se está hablando de Pat Brown. Obviamente esta es una fiesta para él. ¿Qué fe tienes de que puedes arruinarle la fiesta este viernes?
¿Qué tal? Muchas gracias por la bienvenida. Sí, soy consciente de dónde venimos, de dónde vengo a pelear, con quién vengo a pelear, pero yo estoy muy tranquilo con mi trabajo, con lo que soy como boxeador. Y vengo a ganar la pelea y a dejar la vida arriba del ring, no tengo ningún problema.
Yeah, first of all, thanks very much for the welcome. I'm very conscious about who I'm fighting, about where I'm fighting, but I'm really calm, and I'm calm in the work that we've done, the work that we've put in, and I'm confident also that I'm going to win, and I'm going to leave my life in there on Friday night to win.
Federico, what was your initial feeling when you was offered the fight?
¿Cuál fue su sentimiento inicial cuando te ofrecieron esta pelea?
La verdad lo tomé como una gran oportunidad. Yo siempre estoy entrenando, preparado, en peso, cuidándome, sabiendo que pueden llegar a aparecer estas oportunidades que nos avisan con no mucha anticipación. Por eso siempre estoy preparado y enfocado. Y cuando me dijeron, dije que sí, que no tenía ningún problema, estoy preparado para venir a pelear.
So when I first got the announcement that I was going to fight in this particular fight, I saw it as a great opportunity. I have no problem. I'm always training. I'm always in camp, and I'm always ready for these opportunities to come their way. So as soon as they mentioned this fight to me, I said, no problem, let's do it.
And how are you feeling about walking out into that party atmosphere? As I say, going to be up against it in terms of the fans supporting this man, but ultimately all that matters is what happens in the ring.
Sí, ¿y cómo te sientes sabiendo ese ambiente que te vas a enfrentar el viernes por la noche, todos los fanáticos de él? Pero supongo que estarás muy enfocado y no representa ningún problema para ti.
Sí, estoy recontra enfocado, concentrado en la pelea. Sé que arriba de río vamos a estar él y yo. Siento que hay respeto igual. Y me ha tocado en Argentina no tener ningún promotor ni nada, siempre ser visitante, pelear en el Rincón Azul, así que no tengo ningún problema. Lo vuelvo a decir, siento que estoy preparado para dar una gran pelea y poder conseguir la victoria.
Yeah, so I'm completely focused, you know. I'm understanding there the atmosphere that I'm going to face, but ultimately it's just us two in the ring. And I've also experienced this, you know, not having a promoter at times in Argentina. I'd always be the away fighter. So as I say, I'm completely prepared. Focused on this fight and confident I can go and get that victory.
Well, Federico, great to have you here, part of the main event. We wish you the very best of luck on Friday night. And Mr. Pat Brown, here we go. I mean, you've had probably just about as much promo as I can remember for an Olympian turning professional, but this is it now. What have you told yourself headed into this week, and what have been some of the emotions you've had to try and keep control of?
This is a part and parcel of the pro game. I've said it multiple times, if you want to make it to the top, you're going to have a lot of eyes on you. You're going to have loads of media. And if I can't hack it now, then I may as well pack my bags and leave and quit this sport. So I'm just grabbing it with both hands. You only have one pro debut. It's going to be an electric atmosphere. And yeah, this is where my mind frame switches and I'm turning into a different animal now. And I'm ready.
How do you feel just being sat here next to Federico on this stage and knowing, of course, Friday night not long to go now?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm itching to get off the chair, to be honest with you. But I'll wait till Friday. It's going to be a good night. I appreciate him coming over from Argentina and taking the fight on. Obviously, my previous opponent, he backed out. And yeah, I'm just fortunate enough that I've got an opponent now and he's game. He's coming to fight. And that's what I want. I don't want no journeyman who's tucking up, who's not wanting it. He's in good shape. He's been training, and like he said, he's up for it. So, yeah, it's all good for me. That
an incredible amateur, as we know. But what can we expect from you stylistically as a professional, Pat Brown?
Just a mature performance, to be honest with you. Obviously, everyone says that I can bang and stuff. I've never punched in 10 ounce before. Jamie keeps saying to me, do you want to try him out in the gym? And I said, no, I'll wait till I'm in the changing room. And, you know, when I get my fist and I feel that leather and I start banging them pads, it'll be the lightest my fist has ever left me. So that's what I can't wait for, to be honest with you. And yeah, we're nearly here. I'm ready. All this razzmatazz stuff, it ain't me, but I know it's part and parcel of it. And this is where it's showtime now, and this is where I do me proper work.
We mentioned earlier, Pat, that word pressure. I get the feeling that you absorbed that. Look, you've sold 1,000 tickets out of your own hand for the show on Friday. You used the word mature performance. Is there any particular way you just really want to look in the ring on Friday, given how many people are going to be there for you as well?
Yeah, I'm just going to show, you know, I've had big audiences before when I fight, and, you know, people get sucked into getting stuck in straight away, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to take my time. It's 6 rounds, and I'm going to put a show on for the people, and yeah, I'm smiling because I'm thinking and everything and all that, and yeah, I'm where I need to be now, and I can't wait. I've not felt like this since the Olympics. It's been a while, and my body's ready for war.
It's interesting. Remember I said earlier, you hang around with Pat Brown away from the boxing gym, nicest guy you could ever hope to meet. But
can I be your mate?
Better as a friend. Yeah. Definitely better as a friend.
What's it feel like, though, being top of the bill on your debut? Have you thought about it too much?
Not really, no. A fight's a fight. In my eyes, you know, it doesn't matter if my face is there, my name's there. It all means nothing to me. All like materialistic stuff, I don't care about all that. I've boxed ever since I was a kid. All I care about is my family, my friends, my dog, and smacking some heads in now and again because I need to.
Little promise then, Pat, to the crowd. It's going to be unbelievable. The atmosphere is going to be sensational on Friday. A little message you want to leave for everyone coming out for you?
Yeah, just thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Obviously, it's going to be a massive night. Everyone who's a part of Sale and Altrincham, every time you drive past that ice rink in the future, you'll remember that's where I had my debut, and I'm in a great position. I count my blessings every day, and yeah, get ready, put your seatbelts on, and on Friday, it's the roof's going to come off well and truly.
Federico, little final prediction from you, little final message to the Manchester, the Altrincham, easy for you to say anyway, crowd ahead of Friday night.
Un pronóstico para la pelea del viernes y también un mensaje para los fanáticos que van a estar en Planet Ice, Altrincham, este viernes.
Sí, la verdad, para los fanáticos que prendan, que vean la pelea, que va a ser una gran pelea, que vamos a dejar todo ahí arriba. No sé si pronóstico de hablar de un resultado, pero sí que sepan que voy a dejar todo para llevarme la victoria.
Yeah, all I'd say is make sure that you switch on and you watch this fight against two fighters that are going to give absolutely everything in there on Friday. I'm not going to give you a prediction for the fight in terms of a result, but all I can say, I'll leave absolutely everything there to get the victory.
Okay, well, Pat Brown versus Federico Grandone. Your next-gen main event, Friday night from Planet Nights in Altrincham, live on DAZN. We are going to pause now for a face-to-face ahead of Friday's main event and what promises to be a stacked night of next-gen action. Just tell us where the fight is, Darren, on Friday.
Was that a bit of jet lag showing from you, Jamie?
Altrincham. I think that's hard to pronounce on any given day.
But the journey begins here for one of the brightest stars that we've had in a long time coming through the amateurs. And I'm eagerly awaiting that first bell on Friday night.
Yep, is this the start of something very, very special indeed? We get our first indication of that Friday night match from Next Gen Action live from Planet Ice in Altrincham. Only on DAZN, the professional debut of Pat Brown. Just before we do wrap up, we will give you a little reminder of what is coming your way on Friday night as me and Darren take our seats back on the sofa. Before the bell action, Darren, 5:30 p.m, what's your pick?
Oh, I mean, I'm excited to see Taylor, Bevan, again, Connor, obviously, and Liam in a must-win fight, so there's a bit of everything in before the bell.
Then we cross live to the DAZN Mate broadcast, 7 p.m. for all the action. William Croller, Emmanuel Zion open up the action. They both spoke well, didn't mind the energy at all in that one. They meet over 6 rounds. Then, of course, is the English super middleweight title fight between Reece Farnhill and Mark Dickinson. Before your chief support, I mean, I enjoyed that little... Do you think that was Gavin Gwynn on the phone? Not sure.
I'm not sure. Do you know what? I'm going to lean towards it was.
I'm going to message Gavin and find out if it was. But finally, the long-standing rivalry put to bed as Cameron Vong and Jordan Flynn finally do battle. And, of course, your main event, the professional debut of Pat Brown.
You're going to get some sleep now?
I think I need it, to be honest. I can't even get my words out, to be honest. Quick one, what did you make of the show in Sydney last week?
Really, really good. Really good. We had an upset. We see a good performance, didn't we, in the main event? It was, yeah, a bit of everything, and you've done a stellar job yourself, Jamie.
Thank you. Well, I felt a bit better.
Basically, you're teeing me up for that, aren't you?
Nah.
It's all about you.
Cheers, mate. Anyway, tomorrow, if you are in the area, get yourself down to the Doubletree Hilton by Manchester Airport for the official weigh-in, 6 p.m. And if you can't make it, watch live on Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels. From myself, Jamie Ward, from Mr. Darren Parker. We'll see you tomorrow night.